Hey guys, in this video we are going to learn how to edit the data and update it using our resource controller with the Eloquent model. Okay, so as simple. So we are continuing with that previous video. So guys, in this video, like I said, that we are going to edit and update it. So let's get started with that, guys. And now let's go to resource folder. Inside that, views, and we will create one page for editing the data. Okay, so before creating or edit the page, I will show you the output of this. Okay, so make sure your PHP artisan is served. Okay, so I will show you the output now. Yes, okay guys, so this is the output. Okay, so now we will create one edit button and we will edit this data. Okay, so we are going to start with that. And yeah guys, so this is our main form. Okay, so this is our main form where we are doing with this. Okay, so now we will insert it one button inside a tag. Okay, so as simple, I'll give a link I'm going to give. Okay, so that link will be like editing the data. Okay, so let's give edit as normal, and we will give one class, CLSS class, that is button honest. This is success. Okay, so now let's save it and I will show you how the button looks. Reload, and we got this design. Okay, so this kind of button it is there. So I'm going to mention at the top itself one more thing, that is action. Okay, save it and refresh, Control R. So we have got action. If I click on this edit button, it should go to the edit page and edit the data from there and then update it, right, using the resource controller and Eloquent model. Okay, so guys, without wasting time, we'll start it. So as simple, where you are going to take the ID and edit the data. Okay, so we will do that. So action, let's give in small action, that is your controller. My controller name is student controller. If you're watching from previous video, we have mentioned that one student controller. Okay, so inside app HTTP controller, my student controller is there. Okay, so I'm mentioning that at edit, edit, okay, with its ID. So I'm going to mention the ID, whatever I'm going to take the ID. Okay, so I will take that up. So dollar student, so student, student with the ID. Okay, so ID, and yep, that's it now. So this will actually make that this is a for each loop where we are retrieving the data. Okay, as simple, in the last video I have taught it. So I am going to use this for each loop as student, and with that student I am retrieving the ID. Okay, so by ID, if I'll take this ID and go to the student controller at edit function. Okay, let's go to the student controller, app HTTP controller, student controller, at edit we have to go, at edit. So yeah, so this is our function where we are going to use that edit thing. Okay, so now let's code with this edit. So we'll create a variable called students. Okay, students is equal to your employee, that is nothing but the model. Okay, so find, it's not employee, sorry guys, that is student actually. Okay, student find by its ID. Okay, so dollar ID. So this student is nothing but your inside app folder there is a student.php, so I am using that. So to mention in your controller, make sure that you have mentioned at the top. okay, you are using this student. Okay, so this is nothing but inside app folder your student model. Okay, so no confusion. So let's continue and let's return view where you are going to view. Okay, when you click this edit button at controller, it should take with the ID and display some page. So we are going to one page called student edit data. Okay, so we'll create one page for that with ID and all. Okay, so ID is nothing but these are the IDs which you have done. Okay, so I'm going to take that students, paste, give comma, and this ID which you have taken. Okay, so just copy and that paste it over here. Done. Okay, so this is the code for retrieving in the text box. Okay, so before that you have to make a page called student edit data. Okay, so let's go to our resource folder. Inside views we will create one new file called student edit data. So I've copied the and blade.php, give enter. So we will create one form over here. So guys, in previous video we have done one design for adding the data. Okay, so we'll copy that, Control A, Control C, and I'm going to paste it into student edit data. Just paste it. I don't want this. Okay, yep. So guys, this is our head HTML tag and this is my bootstrap link. Okay, that is CDN and my container jumbotron, and now over here we have to change it some things. Okay, so like I will tell you, so this is insert, not insert data, this is update data using resource controller with Eloquent model. So guys, the form starts over here. Okay, so this is a form action where action will go to the store, not store, we have to change it to update. Okay, and method will be post. Okay, so for one more thing we have to include, that is method field. Okay, method underscore field field, that will be put, put. Okay, so as simple and clear. So guys, now let's change with this. Okay, so we need all these things for the security and token purpose for the Laravel. So as now we are missing with some IDs called name and value, value is equal to the values of it. Okay, so inside this you have to mention the value. Okay, what value you are going to mention, that will be your inside controller, go to your controller. Okay, so there you have mentioned at the index, that is student. Okay, so I'll copy that and go to my edit data, student edit data. I'll paste that student with the name. Okay, so I just pasted it and I will retrieve that by ID. Okay, so yeah guys, so same thing you have to follow with every line. Okay, every input field. So I'm going to paste and change the name. So this is course. Okay, so copy that and course. Okay, so I'm going to this also copy it, Control C, paste, and over here also paste. So you have to change with that address. So these are nothing but my input fields. Okay, which is in the database itself. So let's save, and yeah guys, a form is ready now. So when I click on submit button, it will go to the student controller at update. Okay, so before that we will check the output for this form, whether the data is coming in this or what. Okay, so guys, now inside route web.php, make sure your route is given. Okay, done. So there is no confusion. Okay, so you don't need to worry. So this, we are using resource controller, so we don't need to give put, update, and this and lots of routes and all. Okay, So it is very simple, and make sure your artisan is served. Okay, so now let's go and refresh. So guys, let us click on this fourth ID, that is edit, and it goes to some missing requirements update. Let's check out. Let's read one more time. Okay, missing required parameter for route. So there is one missing parameter, okay, at the view, that is student edit.blade.php. okay, so let's go and see whether the parameter which is missing required, that means id is not passing, I think, for the update. Okay, yeah, so we have to give over here comma $id. okay, so by this id we will be posting it. So now let's go back and reload. Yeah, so it's coming now. Let's I'll tell you on that. Okay, so this is our main page. Now let's click on edit, and it is 5. okay, so Om Prakash have been coming. Now if we want to, instead of BCA, we will take BCom, okay, and update it, update the data, so the data should get updated, right? So for that we have to code now, because we didn't did the coding for that. Okay, before that we'll change this button as update data. Okay, so now let's go to our controller. When we click on submit, it will go to the controller at update by its id. Okay, so let's go to the controller, app, http, controllers, and student controller. Okay, so these are fresh, and yeah guys, so where it is update, yep, so here is the update thing. Now we'll be updating the data in this. Okay, so let's get started with that. Guys, we have done for the validation at the starting part itself, so I'm going to just copy that and paste it, okay, in the update. Yeah, so our validation is done. So now we'll be doing coding for that, to update the data. So just create a variable called students is equal to, and your model, that is Eloquent model student, where I'm going to find by the id $id. okay, and by finding it I'm going to update the data. Okay, so $students with the name, okay, database name is equal to $request. okay, what is request is input, the input fields which you have given, input with the field name. Okay, so field name is nothing but name, and you have to enter like this only for the 4 fields. Okay, so just copy that, paste. Okay, so I have 4 fields. I'm going to copy that 4 fields and paste it. Okay, so address, mobile, boom. Okay, so now let's save this. So I'm going to create one students variable called with the save. Okay, so make sure that these things are with the students. Okay, students, and after saving I want to return it and redirect to the main page. Okay, where I want to show it. Okay, so main page is nothing but my resource folder, views, inside that student form. Okay, this is the main page, student form. So I'm going to redirect over there. So for that we have to see the URL of that. Okay, so my URL is nothing but so this is our file, right? So we want to come at this, so I'm going to redirect at the URL. Okay, so for that you have to paste your URL over here. Okay, so give / and put that students. Okay, so this is at your web route. So I'll show you inside routes web.php. This is the route. Okay, so I'm going to take this at the student controller. Okay, after redirecting. So now we will with the message we will tell that success success comma called data updated. Okay, so we will give this message with simple message. So I have done this messaging thing at the first part, I mean second part, that is insert data. Okay, inside resource folder add student data. So I have done with that coding. Okay, so just copy that and where is your student main file. Okay, resource views and student form. So I want to view the data over here. Okay, so I'll put over here. Okay, so no confusion, very clear. So yeah guys, so this is all session thing about the Laravel which takes handle of it. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that, what is session and all, what is the dollar error, it just take it over it. So make sure that these success things are same at your controller. Okay, so now it's done guys. So let's go back to our browser and reload the page. Let's edit data. So there is Ved Prakash, so I'm going to change as Funda. Okay, so Funda web IT. Okay, so let's update the data, and after updating, boom, data got updated. So it is changed to update data. Let me refresh and check out once. Yep, the data is sent same. Okay, so let us change this as subscribe, like, share please guys. No, it's actually mobile number, so it will accept only integers. Okay, so update the data and we'll check out. Yeah guys, so subscribe, like and share the video. Okay, so you have learned how to update the data. Okay, edit and update the data. So guys, in this video that's it. You have learned about using your resource controller, and with the Eloquent model you're editing and updating the data. Okay, so as simple. Okay, you have used your Eloquent model over here with your resource controller. So I mean, yeah, resource controller inside where is that route? Okay, here is a route web.php. So you're not using any other kind of stuff. Okay, for like put data and retrieve, edit, get. It just you have mentioned one resource and you're using that, using update, insert, delete, everything through once. Okay, so guys, that's it in this video. Please watch out the next video for deleting the data. Okay, so how to delete the data using a resource controller with Eloquent model. Thank you guys for watching this video once again, and please subscribe, like and share it.